Hey everybody, how the hell you doing on this Monday? Here doing another video with Richard. He wants to talk about a protagonist that he's dealt with, Crazy Man. I'm gonna let him tell the story or whatnot. I just, oh yeah, do you like my Drake equation behind me? That's pretty cool, eh? That there alone, just if you research the Drake equation, you'll be fascinated on how that pertains to extraterrestrial life and how much of it there is out there. But we're talking about the otherworldly today, and Richard's going to get on it. I just want to say, people in this time when we're down and out and we're being put out of our place, it's more important to have more. It's more important to be kinder to each other and try and find understanding, even if the crazy left
Easy, Dan, easy.
you got to try to find understanding. Things are going to change and good is coming. We're under the thumb of some evil things, but anyway, I'm going to turn this over to Richard. Be blessed all, and I'm happy to be here and talk with Richard, my cousin. I love him very much, and I love to do this stuff. This is fascinating to me, and I love to hear his stories. I just can't get enough of them, and I hope you get something out of it too. And I hope we can get a lot more subs and talk with a lot more people. Anyway, Richard, you want to take it from there, buddy?
Hey, okay. I got a new microphone here. Hopefully it works. It's from my PS4. I used to have before I fried it. Hopefully that works.
New mic, pal.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming.
Yeah. Okay, so Crazy Man. So I'm gonna start everybody off in a nice, simple way. So my soul lives in St. Lucian, and I get a Christ to take care of me. Now that Christ takes care of me because I was healing my skins at the time, which was, well, not at the time, but over the past 9 years. My ethereal skins, not the skin. It's between the soul and the embodiment, the flesh. There's skins that keep you wrapped
in the shell, right?
Yeah, sort of like keep you in the shell.
Yeah.
So as that's going on, every month or every 2 months or every 3 months, depending on what's going on, I get a new Christ. And you'd think, like, I didn't even know there are multiple Christs. Okay, they're just people.
Well, it is a weird concept, but it makes great sense. I can understand why there is.
Yeah, I was freaked out. I thought there was one Christ takes care of everybody, and that's it. That's Christ consciousness. Okay,
that's crazy
to me. Yeah.
That's okay.
And well, not one guy, but
it is not the Christ of Galilee. It's people Christ, that become Christ-like.
Exactly, and they take care of you down here.
Absolutely.
So I have to have constant care, and I still do today. Like, I'm constantly, they're keeping me out of trouble, all that. And I live in St. Lucian. So the thing is, I get a new Christ. Now, this is Crazy Man number 8. So he's a Christ. He's assigned to me, or takes it. Now, basically, you let him in, because that's the way Christ works. You let him in your innocence, you let him in your heart, and that's the way it is. And he takes care of you. But he's giving you lessons. He's talking to you in your dreams. He's doing everything, right? He knows everything. He wants to find out. Well, I had a whole bunch of secrets. Okay. Now the secrets are this. Why can I do things that he can't? I didn't even know why. All right. But I can do things they can't. These Christs. Okay.
And you're talking about creating in both places, right, bud?
That and other things. Now, okay, say he's a block away, Christ. In our minds, in our context, we need the material words to use. But say he's far away, okay, and I don't want to walk 3 blocks to go talk to him. Like, I don't want to walk to your house, Dan.
Right. Okay.
So I just hook up to him with my inner light,
right,
and pull him to me.
Okay.
Or I go to him. But usually it's the way you do things is you go to him. and you knock on his door in St. Lucian.
Oh, I
You
see.
fly to him instantly, right? Now, that's all Christ can do that. But most Christ can't do this. Reach out with your inner light and pull him to you. So it's like I'm sitting here and all of a sudden, poof, I'm gone. Some guy pulled me away. That type of shit. And why do I make cigarettes and why can I make beer? And
Right.
and there's a 1,000 gangs that want that. Okay, so they have that in the background. So that comes in, and all of a sudden you get into the sexuality, right? So Christ has got to check out your sexuality to find out wherever you may roam in your sexuality, right? So he does that to me. I'm all innocent. 90% of the time I'm innocent, okay?
Right.
I'm just a normal guy. Me like girl, get married, be happy, whatever.
Absolutely.
And that's the way it is. So for me, I'm not saying anything else about any other way or anything, but that's the way it is for me. Now, he finds that out, but when he finds that out, he takes your sexuality, runs it through him, and watches all your sex, okay? That's the way it works with evil guys and with Christ. But when you're with Christ or evil, or no, not with, when you're with Christ, it really don't matter because he looks down at us and it's like, yeah, whatever, they're having sex, okay, move on. But because I'm in the flesh, the energy, the sexual energy, the root energy is like dumping hot chocolate down your throat on a cold winter's day.
That.
You understand?
Well, people, if they don't understand, sexual energy is used in so many even Satanists use it to finalize their spells and stuff, right? It's the act of completion and that energy, right? So it's valued.
Right. So and everybody in the spirit world wants that. If you're a sexually active person, your energy is flying all over the place and you're not protected, man, you're gonna have so many people locking onto you, sucking
leeching off you.
Yeah, leeching off you.
Yeah.
And so this is another thing Christ protects you from. The leeches down here in the lower astral, where you live in the physical. Okay, because that's the best energy. They don't have it like we have it, me and you.
Right.
They don't have that energy and other people of the flesh. So they latch onto you to have sex with you to get that energy. Okay. And that's the way it is. Now, Christ wasn't prepared. This Jesus Christ wasn't prepared, or maybe he was, but whatever. He ended up doing that, and he got obsessed. Do you know what obsession is? Do you ever see a person that's obsessed?
Yes, it's a horrible thing.
They just sit there go. And they're sweating. They're sweating.
They're fixated, and that's all they can concentrate.
That's all they see is you, man.
Yeah,
that's some scary shit.
Well, especially if it's the other side.
Yeah.
On this side, you could deal with a person that's like that. On that, how do you deal with that?
You got it. And now this was a Jesus Christ that was obsessed with me. Now I have my wife and my kids around me all the time, and other Christ, and he hid it well. He hid his shit well. He put me in rooms. He'd do all, keep me. He would lie, put me in a room, saying he had to isolate me to teach me and keep others away from me. And my wife, whatever she may think, this guy's lying, he's a prick, he's an asshole, she just can't come out and say that. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. Right. So what she does is she records everything that happens to me. She records it. She complies with Christ and does all his stuff, but she records everything this guy's doing. And he's supposed to be recording it also. So it's all being recorded. So finally he gets obsessed with me sexually. And in my dreams, he's trying to turn me on, okay? Plus, he's showing me how great. Now, I don't know if this is pretty sick, but he's showing me all his sexual exploits in China. When I guess he went to China. Wow. When he was physical, he was in Japan or China, Oriental world, and he's
Right.
having all these sex, and he thinks he's some big giant penis walking around, and he's all that. Then he showed me his other sexual exploits and other places, and then so he's doing that to me every night. He's trying to get me off, right? He's trying to get that energy. Okay. Plus, he's using it to also establish where I am sexually, if I like this type of sex, group sex, or it's all smut
Trying to
shit.
hone in on your
Yeah.
fantasy so he
Yeah.
can utilize it better.
But I found out, he was working me, trying to figure out what's the best way that I can fall in love with him.
Oh,
And
wow.
it ain't never gonna happen.
Right.
So he's hitting me with all these dreams, okay? Over and over, every night, every day, every time I close my eyes, I'm in some weird ass dream. Okay. And then the Christ before him taught me how to use my subconscious and listen and talk to my subconscious. My subconscious has actually got a voice. It's really weird, man. But it's not your innocence in your heart. This is a different in the back of your head. Okay. Now, and I already had experiences with another entity called
Oh, the worm lady.
Queenie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Queenie.
Queenie. Yeah, I remember those stories. Those are fascinating when you're
I
doing
was
those
lucky.
experiences. That
I
was
was
scary.
I was lucky. She was with Christ and she was good.
Scary, but very scary experience for you.
Oh man. Back, you're gonna stay with the crazy man now. So what
Okay.
he would do is, so he'd give me a dream. I'd be walking along and I meet a girl and we're walking, and all of a sudden the girl's kissing me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she is beautiful. I mean, everything your fancy can think of. She's kissing you, making out, and you're like, oh my god, I'm falling in love, and you're getting a heart on and everything. It's all going good, and all of a sudden, I guess I knew he was doing something to me, right?
Right.
I didn't know what to do about it. I didn't know how. I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. And I'd be laying there dreaming, and I'm having this dream of a beautiful woman. And now, I had 45 years of my own normal dreams. Now, I
Right.
know what my normal dreams are because I've been having them for 40 fucking years.
Right.
So when I'm having a Christ-induced dream, I know it's not mine because it's totally different in context, feeling, everything
Right.
than my own dreams from myself.
Right. Right.
So when he's putting this dream in, I'm having this dream with this beautiful girl, making out with her, kissing her, and whatever. And my subconscious is yelling at me. I can't understand what he's saying, but he's mad, he's angry, he's upset. My subconscious is yelling at me when I'm going to sleep, like something's gonna happen tonight. Get ready for it.
Right.
So that was my first red flag. So I go into the dream, and I told my subconscious, I go, dude, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about it. I know you're upset and you're mad, and we're going back to this fucking guy, but I don't know what to do. And I go, if you know anything, do it. And I don't know what he did, but this is what he did. This is what he did, because I didn't know how to handle the situation. Right? I'm dreaming of a beautiful girl, making out with her. All of a sudden, the dream stops. Just when I'm ready to,
Yeah. Finalize.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
You're ready to commit on this deal.
Right. I'm
Right.
kissing her, I'm hugging her, I love you,
Right.
It's all that.
Keeping family.
And all of a sudden, I'm at the top of the. I'm all ready to go, and all of a sudden, the dream stops, and I hear my subconscious. I don't know what he's saying, but he's upset. I hear my subconscious talking to me in the dream, and I'm like all hot and bothered, and now I'm pissed. And I'm still dreaming. I'm still unconscious, and I'm in the dream.
Wow.
The dream stops, and I don't know how to make it go, because I want to get to the rest of this.
Right.
Right?
You want to see the way through.
I just started on the bra, I just started on the bra. We got a long way to go. I want to get ready. I want to get going. No, don't stop me now. And all of a sudden, the dream moves away like this in my mind.
Oh, wow.
The dream moves away. My subconscious is bitching, and there's my other dream my real dream
The real
behind it.
dream behind it.
Yeah, and I'm riding my bike to your house or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And I'm like, and all of a sudden I wake up. Crazy man has got me in a containment room in St. Lucian or somewhere. I don't really know where. It happened so many times I couldn't figure it out. He's got me in a containment room showing me this. All right, he's there. And he starts laughing, whatever. Oh, what, making excuses. I'm challenging him. I'm yelling at
Trying
him.
to justify his actions, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do, right?
Exactly. And oh Christ. So that happened for a month where the dream stopped and it passed on. And I knew my subconscious stopped his dream from happening.
Well,
Now, I don't know how he did it. I have no fucking idea. I don't even know how he puts his own dream in my head. There's a lot of different ways they do it. There's machines they put, there's implants they put. They use their own soul to go into you, and you dream what they're projecting onto you.
In their fantasy.
Yeah, you dream their fantasy. You're wrapped up in their dream now. And they control it to a point of their ability.
Right.
But they do it in a enclosed room in the illusion or in St. Illusion. Okay.
So you're also locked away from every other outside influence
Yeah.
that could possibly help you in St. Illusion, right?
That's the control box.
Away.
Yeah, that's the control box.
So it's like 3 times he's got you, number one, then you're in a box, number 2, and thank God for your subconscious alerting you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Thank God for that.
I know myself, this is just the start of it. Like, people are going to be fascinated when they hear like what this character, what he did to try and get your secrets. It's
insane, man. So once I fall in love with him, okay. Once I fall in love with, this is what he's thinking. Once I fall in love with him, we could be a team and make millions of dollars selling fucking cigarettes and booze or fucking. But he's obsessed. He's obsessed with me. He's obsessed with me, in love with my energy, in love with me, or some goddamn thing. I don't know.
Well, he also wants your creative abilities in St. Lucian, because you can make chips for the kids and you can do other things. He wants to utilize that to his ability.
He wants to know how I do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He wants to know how I do it. But the problem was, I don't fucking have a clue how I do it. All I know is you're attacking me and I'm kicking your ass. Don't ask me. And then one day I get so fed up with it. I get totally fed up with it. So he gives me one of these dreams. I wake up, I'm kissing a beautiful girl. And then I wake up, the dream goes away instantly as I'm kissing her.
Right.
Boom. And I'm sucking a dick.
Oh my God.
So it was like a slap in the face for me, right?
Right.
Like, fuck you, Rich. I own your ass, sort of thing. Basically saying, here, suck it. You're a dick because you're challenging me. I'm like, fuck you. I came out of that. What I did was I hooked up to my inner light. I said, look, I don't know what to do. You take care of it. My inner light, you take care of all this shit. I have no fucking clue.
Hell, I wouldn't go back to sleep after that.
Well, I couldn't. I didn't go back to sleep. So what I did
about every time I close my eyes.
So what I did was I just projected my inner light and laid there. Projected my inner light out. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know any other way. All I know is God takes care of it. And then the next thing that happened was my innocence started chanting really loud. I don't even know the word. It was just a weird word. Paradisimo.
Wow.
Something like that. Chanting it over and over and over. And then she would change the word. It would change the words as it chanted, adding and subtracting different syllables and nouns and everything in this word sentence.
Right.
And as that happened, all of a sudden the light came out of me, started spinning around. This white light started spinning around me. I'm in St. Lucian where Christ lives, okay? The guy that's taking care of me, this crazy bastard. The light solidifies into like a hula hoop around me. I didn't know. I thought I was holding a bar. There was
Oh,
a
wow.
white bar. So a white bar came out of my chest. Pure white, like what I feel inside came out into a bar, like a hockey stick.
Wow.
But it was just a bar, white bar, all crispy and white, like so white you can't even believe it.
Right, right.
I reached out, I grabbed it, and all of a sudden the rays just hit me, push him away or something. So I pushed the bar the way I never put this on video. I was never ever going to talk about it. I pushed the bar of white light like this, and everything on the other side of the white bar bulldozed into him. I was bulldozing his whole house. I was bulldozing the ground, him.
You were
I
destroying.
bulldozed it all. I bulldozed it all. Okay, I bulldozed the whole thing. Pretty soon, there's just a pile of rubble, or not rubble, but energy, broken shit, and he's freaking out, running. I stopped there. Then security came. The security guards came. Other Christ came, and they're all freaking out. The media came because it was a big giant thing in St. Lucian. Some guy just bulldozed some guy's property, Jesus Christ property, and kicked his ass, more or less. I didn't do anything to him. Okay. That put the heat on me with everybody. They wanted everybody in the whole whatever that was taking care of me or whatever wanted to know, am I good or evil? Because I attacked Christ.
Right.
So my buddy, my other buddy Christ, he knows what's going on, but he can't do nothing because he's a Christ. But he's watching and he's gathering all the evidence with cameras and recorders, watching closely what this guy's been doing to me because he knew what was going on, but he can't do nothing until. So I get done do that. Then the investigation didn't start yet. They were investigating me, what I did. I go, I don't know what the fuck I did. I let my inner light out. I asked it to get rid of this son of a bitch. And this white bar showed up in front of me. And then my wife goes, it was all the way around you. It was like a hula hoop around you.
Wow.
The white bar. And I'm like, I only seen the bar. But apparently other people have told me this white thing was right around me.
Wow.
And I just bulldozed St. Lucian. Christ's property in St. Lucian that he had me in a little box controlling me.
Yeah,
so I bulldozed the whole goddamn thing into oblivion. Now he wanted to know my secrets, right? Even more. How do I do that? How do I do that? And I go, dude, I don't know how I do that.
Just another level of obsession for him.
And I go, I don't have a goddamn clue, dude. And I told my wife, I go, I don't know. She goes, you were saying Paradisimo. And I go, look, I go, and so I sat down. The investigators came down from the light or higher up, investigators in St. Lucian, investigators from the light, investigators from Christ, all of them. They came down and they asked me questions. And I told each one of them exactly what happened since I got this guy. All his exploits into me, rearranging my brain they told me basically he had no right to do that to you and he has nothing, but we can't prove it. We can't prove it.
Even though they videotaped it and everything like that?
Well, they didn't videotape what I was dreaming.
Right.
But I could tell them.
What's going on.
Yeah. Putting me in the room, putting me here doing this.
Right.
Lying to my wife about why I was in the room. They could prove stuff like that, but they couldn't prove what was happening to me psychologically.
Oh, okay.
So they all took turns going in, and I had to relive it all again. All these fucking things they did to me.
Wow.
Oh, they took that, compared it. They did their own investigations, okay, and they had to see what he did to me, then go into him and see what he did to me, and compare the two dreams from his perception and my perception to see if they were accurate in any way of the certain dream that he did it to me, right? Holy fuck, damn, it was insane. And this is days and days and months and weeks, and every time, oh my god. Then it gets done. It gets worse than that. It's not done yet. As they're doing the investigation and as things, and he's getting more and more, and basically they can't convict him yet. They didn't put him in jail yet because they ain't found nothing. Oh, they need smoke. Go on. So,
Well, it must be hard for you to talk about it. I you know,
this is Jesus Christ, by the way. This is
I understand that in the place where you're at, though, and the fact that there's so many Christ consciousness and so many Christs helping people, that there's got to be bad ones. There's got to be. There's good and bad everywhere, right? And
you know that
no matter what spectrum of light or light or unlight you're in, it there's bad.
Yeah. Well, he didn't even know he's bad. He got power. He got power, and he thought he was invincible and he could do whatever he wants to anybody.
Right.
You know, he got obsessed with me, and that just blinded him to everything else. He didn't
Has
give
there
a
ever
fuck.
been any proof he was obsessed with other people or other people with your abilities?
You goddamn right he was.
I figured
They all are, because they were all on the earth.
Right, they
had their own fucking little church on the earth, whatever it was. They had their own little church, and they did this to other people while they were here. Now they're Jesus Christ in the St. Lucian, and they're doing it to people there.
Oh my goodness! So it's just a pattern carrying on.
Yeah, but I caught them where people like people that don't know what's going on in their dreams, as normal people of the world trying to live their lives.
Right.
And Christ has got them, taking care of them. They're doing it in the dreams to you guys. They were doing it to me. They're doing it to other Christians.
Yeah, maybe if you're having dreams that
you don't fucking say nothing. The people in the churches getting raped by Christ every night, they don't say a goddamn thing.
Well, they don't want to look crazy, right? They look crazy. But meanwhile, here, if you're having
crazy man
like that, your dreams are so vitally important to your life. Why would you not pray to God or seek some sort of help with adverse dreams that keep coming, and they're always the same? He's after a certain thing, right, bud? So he's always going to keep perpetuating the same dream, base dream, to get to what he wants from you.
Right.
With you, he had to articulate and go a little bit here, go a little bit there to try and find out where he could go, because he didn't want to spoil it. He wanted to get your secrets. Right?
You got it. He was playing he was testing all the little psychological scenarios in my head. That's more or less what he's doing.
Wow.
So, what happened after that? Then, oh man, they took him. They took him away from me, but they couldn't put him in jail. They didn't have no evidence yet. Like they're getting their evidence. Then they got me another Christ, okay, and he was taking care of me, and I'm taking a fuck. I hope this guy is like solid and not a perv like this jerk, right? And basically,
well, who would blame you for being skeptical?
I know, right? But the only reason they asked me so many times, why did you do that? How did you do that Paradisimo thing with the bar of light? And I'm like, I just let my inner light take care of the problem. I was a fucking caged animal, my back against the wall, and I was waiting, and I had to go to sleep. And what was I gonna get? Another dick in my mouth. Fuck that. I said, no more. I don't care. I don't care what I do. I didn't know what to do, so I let my inner light take care of it. And my inner light fucking bulldozed this whole bullshit into the river.
Wow.
So
thank God for the inner light.
Yeah, thank God for the inner light.
Thank God for the inner light.
Now, the people the lower Christ, they don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Inner light, what's that? So they did a whole thing on my inner light. They went and they got doctors and everything. I woke up one morning, there was 2 or 3 Christs, or what? There was one doctor. He was a nice old man, and there was 2 other Christs and some investigators. And this guy, he had a mask on, he had medical gear, and he was looking right on my face. And he goes, "Don't worry." And he had a light. He had a light on his head or something.
Right.
Really bright fucking light. And he put it in my eyes. I go, "Man, your light is killing me." And he goes, "Don't worry about it." I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, we're looking in, we want to see your seeds. And I go, I go, what? And he goes, you're inner light. We want to see your seeds. And I'm like, what the fuck is a seed? And he goes, that's the spark of life you get from Christ. We need to know how many you have. So we're going to look in there and check. So he takes this big weird ass looking microscope, like ocular thing. It was long, like a little baby telescope.
Right.
And he puts it to his eye, just the headset, and he looks into my heart chakra. Boom. And he looks right down and he goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's got 14 seeds. That's what he did. He came back out and everybody's like writing shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is the seed? What's going on? What's going on? Right. So anyway, so I have 14 seeds. Now, so if you want to know what a seed is, I can tell you.
Well, I bet you people do want to know. I know what they are. You've explained it to me before in great detail, and I was fascinated.
Okay.
I'd imagine people want to know because they might want to investigate their own situation or how to get and not have seeds. But you know what I mean? But that's very important information too.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go through it then. Just take me back to Crazy Man and the Seed.
I will not let you forget Crazy Man and the Seed, bud.
So, if you want a seed, this comes from God, okay? From what I call Mom,
right?
The creator. Call her the creator. Let's call her the creator of the fucking universe,
right?
Who knows what the fuck what she is?
Right.
She's all that is that,
she is all,
and she knows everything. So if you want to know something, you talk to your inner light. You talk to the seed, your inner light, because she knows everything. She created it all. Her and other people like her. Now, you're walking down. Okay. This is how you get a seed.
Okay.
You're walking down the street, listening to tunes on your Walkman. You're riding your bike, whatever, walking down the street, and you see a baby run out onto the street. A toddler, ding, 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 runs out in the street, and there's a cement truck going to run them over. You run out there, grab the baby, throw him on the grass, and you get run. Your head gets run over, and you're squished. You're dead, but you saved an innocent life. You get a seed. That's how you get seed.
How do you lose seeds? I tell people how to lose seeds.
Or you live 22 lifetimes on the planet, and you get a seed for 22 incarnations. So every time you have 22 lives on a physical Earth, not just this one, extraterrestrials too.
Wherever you've cycled, right?
Right. Wherever you cycle on a planet or whatever the fuck it's called, you get a seed for every 22.
Right.
Now, if you do something extraordinary, like I'm doing, I'm consciously aware, my ego, of their world, and I'm interacting with it, and I'm doing things there.
Right.
Plus, I'm living here.
Right.
I asked when my skin's blue.
Right.
I asked my inner light, because I was working with my inner light before that happened. So I knew, ask my inner light. Now, there was a crazy man who was attacking me. He was attacking me, and he reached in, grabbed my inner light, and he pulled me out of my body with the inner light in his hand, all 14. He pulled me out, and he had me like this, out of my body.
Wow.
You could have killed me, but I willed myself back in my body. Basically, I said, fuck you, and came back in my body.
Right.
Then my innocence started screaming, mommy, 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 mommy. Then Mom came down, a great big giant white female with no physical features, came down like the fucking Battlestar Galactica.
Wow.
Bam, right in front of me, grabbed the guy, opened the door in the fucking blackness of the illusion, stuck him in it, and closed the door, and he was gone.
Wow.
She goes, Rich, you want to know what we do with things like this? And this guy's on this entity, this Jesus Christ, is going, just ate shit. She opened up the door. He was going nuts. Yeah. She opens the door, puts him in, and closes the door. And I'm like, holy shit. And then she goes, you fucking come up with me. So I went up as high as I could with her, wherever she took me. It was in White World. And then after that, she got done doing that. A whole bunch of shit happened there, but I got to keep this short.
Okay.
She sets me back down. She goes, I'm getting you a real Jesus Christ. Because now what I did was I wished for Jesus. I asked for Jesus. And I got this fake entity.
Right.
Which is really just an entity. It didn't even have a spark. It was just really smart.
But
Well, mom,
Christ, right?
yeah. What mom told me about him was he's been leeching off knowledge off people for hundreds of thousands of years.
Right.
Somewhere in the past, somebody created him, and he was basically stupid little thing. But after 200,000 years since the last Anunnaki fucking bullshit happened, they somewhere along the line out there in the past, they created him. He's been living off of people, sucking their knowledge. He knew the Bible inside and out. Okay, he knew all this shit of history. He got so smart, he became his own entity. And that is just another way entities are created. But they're not of God, okay? God didn't create them out of love.
He's not created.
Okay, so when I'm with my wife in St. Lucian and we
Right.
love each other and we have a good moment loving each other,
Yeah.
she gets pregnant. She don't give birth out of a birth canal. She gives birth out of her heart. What happens is you get energy bumps on your skin. It's like put a golf ball underneath your skin.
Right.
Okay, it's just a little lump, but that energy is a baby and it's talking to you. Now Christ is there. He's with the baby. You're all in Christ consciousness. You're with Jesus Christ. The baby's born, whoop, and it just runs around. It goes, mommy, 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 mommy. And it just fucking snuggles up to you, and you just sit there and take care of it. And basically, that's what happened to Julie and Angela with me and my wife. They were born from me and my wife. But with Christ also, okay? Christ is involved somehow. I don't know how. But they're born within Christ, so Christ is going to take care of them. This happens every day, happens to people, happens to you guys, but you don't even know it. So you're giving birth to babies. You're starting other entities. And in 10,000 years, they're going to be smart as shit. Or they can get seeds by coming down to earth, by doing good things. They get seeds from God, and then you're from God. Maybe they get seeds when I never asked, I never researched it. I've been changing, I think, but maybe you get a seed when the child is doing something good. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it does, but you know what I mean.
Well, are they eventually? They got the opportunity to be born onto the earth.
They're not on the earth, no.
They don't fill a soul contract and come to the earth or anything like that.
Oh yeah, well they will if they want to.
If they want to, okay.
Right. And so, but basically they're learning there. They're learning there, and you can get seeds there. But by you coming on the earth, you learn faster.
Well, it's a hard knocks planet.
Because yeah, this reality is a school. Okay, this is hard knocks school. I mean,
it is a hard knocks school.
And so you get seeds. So you do 20 of these hard knock fucking. I think you should get a seed every week myself. But once you learn the lessons, once you learn the rules, once you learn, you get a seed. She said every 22 lifetimes on the earth.
Wow.
That's what they told me. It may vary for other people, or say you get your you go out and you save innocence. You sacrifice your convenience or whatever. You sacrifice your life, your convenience, your shit. And mom is proud of you. You're doing a good fucking job. Here's a seed. I got 2 in this life.
That's
2.
fantastic, bud.
Because I'm still alive. Now, people think, Richie, he's sitting here talking on the internet. I mean, you have no fucking idea what I went through. Nobody, what I'm telling you is just words. But living it day in, day out is another goddamn thing.
He was not right. For a long time, he fought that battle, and he wasn't even Richard at some points. He didn't even come out of his room. He just he was.
I spent 3 days laying on my bed.
He was in the thralls of he wasn't Richard. I've known Richard my whole life, and just within the last few years, he's starting to
Come back to
where he can come back out. And you know, you wanted me to remind you about the crazy man and the seeds too, but don't forget, you wanted me to pull you back.
Yeah.
So just to remind you.
Those are seeds. So I got 14 of them. So I got 14 of them. So I guess from what I figure, the more seeds you get, the closer you are to the Godhead.
Right.
Now, I don't know how many you need to become the fucking Godhead, because a hell of a lot more than what I got.
Or to go live within the Godhead. Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be something I'd want to do. I'd like to.
No, you're totally out of touch. You totally become another part of the universe.
Right.
At that fucking point, you get when you become what she is, you get to see the universe. You get to now. I'm talking.
Everything.
You know all the illusions inside and out. You know all the dimensions inside and out. You know how they're all laid out, and you see them. And if you want another one, you can create another one.
Oh, that's.
It's like a fucking board game. But you use the particles, the subatomic particles. You fucking just do it. You know it all. You created this with other people. Okay, it's so huge you don't even understand.
Oh, I
can
imagine.
From her. I had a dream. I go, what is the seed? What is this sparkly shit in my heart? What is this sparkly stuff that's so important? And I had a dream. I'm sitting in the middle of nowhere, nothing around me, no physical, nothing. I can't see nothing. All of a sudden, this big giant lady comes. Her hand, she's holding what are those seed bowls, crusher things?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. I don't know the name for it, but I know what you're talking about.
A pendulum.
Medicine with it.
Yeah, a mason pendulum thing. Whatever.
Wife has one here.
Yeah. So she's holding one of those, a bowl where you crush the fucking spices, and she's holding it, and she won't talk to me. She's just looking at me. She's holding it, and she's smiling, and you feel love and compassion, just like Christ. Wow. Plus you feel the spark in your heart. I'm glowing like instantly. Glowing, right? All my sparks are going. It's mom. And I see her face, and she's just like a big mom giving you a big grandma or big mom giving you a fucking fudgies. Sweet fudgies, right? Like cookies, like chocolate cake. Oh, you're gonna love this one. Yeah, it's just she's all happy, and then she has these huge fingers like this. Okay,
that's fabulous.
What's that?
That's fabulous.
She takes a little spoon like this, like see this toothpick? It's a little spoon, and she looks at me. She's like, she reaches in with the little spoon and takes out a little sparkle on the spoon, and then she goes and sticks it in my heart.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And then she put me back down on my body, and there we were. And that was the answer I got about seeds. And she was there giving me another seed.
Oh, that's fantastic.
For the shit I've already been through on this life, where I fucking fought to survive, fought the fucking bad guys, I lost all my skins. I healed them all up but I survived it. Literally. I don't know how. What would drive you to shoot yourself in the head with a shotgun? I was there. I was ready to go. I was gonna go down the street, ask the black market guy for a fucking shotgun, but I didn't.
Well, you just had to relive it anyway, right? If you did that, I mean.
Yeah, I'd be
win by killing yourself. I mean, sure, you've had a horrible fight, and
damn, people fucking kill themselves because they lost their fucking wallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that, but there's no ever. I don't think any reason ever. I mean, people do take their lives, and that's sad, but I don't think there's any reason to. Like.
No, I mean, I don't know what hell I was in, or what the hell was happening to me, but.
Well, hell was being given to you by those that were trying to steal your secrets. You were in a place of love and light, but they were running to you, destroying it for you.
There's only really 2 times I wanted to kill myself out of the 9 years this happened. where I was totally lost was right at the beginning, but I had Tina. She's like my fucking anchor. She's my wife in St. Lucian.
Right.
She was keeping me alive. She was my anchor because I knew how I got here.
Right.
I let that entity in my inner light.
Right.
I let the entity in my inner light. It went through my head 3 times. It did that. And all my skin got blown.
Right.
I was already in contact with my spirit guide or whatever, Tina, which was my past life wife. So she was with me when all this happened.
Wow.
So basically, she saved my fucking life as best she could. As best she could. Now she lives with me, and the 2 kids were born, and Angela and Julie, and we all live in St. Lucian, and we're happy. But when I die, we can leave St. Lucian and go into light,
Right.
okay? Because that's where we're from. Like, we may be living in the light in St. Lucian or something thereof like it,
Right.
but I ain't down on level 3. Now, the people on level 3 don't understand why I use my inner light and all this crazy shit happens. So they want to know, right?
Right.
But to me, it's normal. Well, it's not normal. I'm learning from it. All I know is when everything is against you and you got nothing, you let the inner light out and take care of it. You pray to it, you talk to it, you fucking do everything to it. No one in the universe, call him Jesus Christ, the blah 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 from the aliens or whatever the fuck Jesus Christ's name is in 100 billion races in the universe, multiverse. Don't matter. Mom created it all. She's above it all. End the fucking story. I let her out to take care of it. And she did. She did.
Fantastic.
I was so happy because I had nothing. I had nothing. Turns out this year I went up to the inner light to fight another Christ. Not bad. I didn't fight him. I just escaped and went to the light. And I'm talking to the guy there. he was checking out my life reviews and all this stuff. And he goes, you know why? He goes, you know why you know why you were placed, all this happened to you? I'm going, no, not really. I have theories, but whatever. He goes, it's because you can. He goes, you living in 2 worlds. He goes, you are placed with a Christ. God put you in this position. You're placed with a Christ, and you know what is right and wrong. So when these Christs do bad things to people, they think they can do it again to you, but you know better, and you fucking take care of it. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And he goes, that's why. He goes, God put you in this position to bust these guys. And I'm like, yep. And he goes, that's why you got 2 seeds in this lifetime so far. Maybe I'll get more. I don't know. But fuck, dude. I'm like, dude, you're way above my head right here. I'm listening to my ego, and he goes, you wanted to know the truth. He goes, all the extraterrestrial shit, all the seed stuff, all this stuff you're into, they don't know about it. They don't care. You don't talk about it, because if you talk about it, you're gonna get a backlash from down in the lower, down where you are in St. Lucian. You don't talk about extraterrestrials, or you're gonna have arguments till the end of time. He goes, fuck it, ignore it. You talk to Christ, you talk to your wife, you talk to me. You don't talk to the general public about extraterrestrials. That's done by Christ or other people or whatever. But you don't go claiming things. You don't go accusing anybody. You just live your life and be happy. Do what you got to do. And I go, that's what I've been doing on Earth. And he goes, exactly. And he goes, exactly. For those who want to talk about it, you can talk about it. But don't go around preaching it. Don't go around spewing you're better than everybody else. You just be humble, be yourself, and carry on, man. So that's what he said to me.
Important part of it.
Yeah, that's what he said. So he goes, you go pissing people off, you're gonna get shot and fucking killed, stoned, beaten up, yelled at constantly forever. All about extraterrestrials. And he goes, there's a billion reasons why we are the whole human race is the way it is. And he goes, You ain't gonna fucking get it in this lifetime. You ain't gonna fucking figure it out. You may fucking understand most of it or see most of it, but guess what? It's a slow fucking process over fucking hundreds and thousands of years. And people on the earth, it's a school. They got to go through this. They got to go through the hell to get to heaven. So when you're in hell on the earth, they're all going through their hell. They're all whining and crying. You can't do nothing about them. And I go, well, fuck, I'm whining and crying. He goes, exactly. You know the fucking path. You've seen it. And he goes, and then when they die, they're brought home and they carry on here.
Wow.
And he goes, it's just a fucking school, man.
That's crazy.
And you got to learn the lessons. Once you learn the lessons, you get higher up. And once you own the lessons, you get higher up.
Wow.
So, and he goes, with Christ or without Christ, you can do it all with God, but it's a harder fucking path because if you have no seeds, how are you supposed to know God? Right?
Right.
I don't know.
Well, you got to be able to make the sacrifice. You got to be able to do things for other people, right? But that's what we're here for. We're not here to serve ourselves. We're here to serve others.
That's pretty much it.
You know, we're here to be our brother's keeper and to help the best we can.
Yeah.
And we're not here to force ourselves on everybody. You know, we're here to, you know, I think anyway. I don't really know. I know it all.
No, I get it.
I mean, but with my meditations and everything, I'm starting to find
like I don't give a fuck. It's like I've done things to help people in the spirit world. Like I went to other religions and to help someone in distress. Christ came along and said, "Are you out of your fucking mind? Get your ass back here." And I'm like, I'm just helping them, right? And he goes, "Are they Christian?" I'm like, "No, they were the M word. Can't say it." But they needed help. I went to help them. And he goes, "You know what's going to happen? You help them. You're a Christian and you're helping them. Forget about it." He goes, "There's going to be a shitstorm." He goes, "What happened? They're going to make some fucking lies up. They're going to want a proof and they're going to dissect you and rip you apart. They're going to test me. I have to go in there. Explain everything to them, who you are, what you are. And now you got 100 other people about why you can do what you got to do. You think you got problems here in St. Lucian?" He goes, "You're going to have twice." He goes, "You go fucking with another religion and they're going to want to know exactly what the fuck's going on. And so you got another culture, another town, another city somewhere else, and all their people want to know what the fuck you did. And they're going to rip you apart." And he goes, "Fuck it, it ain't even worth it." He goes, "They got their own people to take care of their own things." And I'm going, all right, I get it. So I'm just saying. That's that. Okay.
Well, thanks, but it's got to be hard to talk about that stuff. I know.
Yeah, back to Crazy Man. Back.
All right.
So we're back to Crazy Man. Fuck was I at?
You were a Crazy Man in the seeds. You were talking about earlier.
Okay. So they count my seeds. Now, Crazy Man, what they did was they did their investigation and it's all done, but they didn't get anything yet. Now, I don't know if they put him in jail at this point or not, or they're holding a holding cell, so to speak. They got another Christ came down to help me. After weeks and weeks, I came to realize he was testing me. He was testing me just like Crazy Man did. Put me through the same types of scenarios and dreams. And I started fighting against him. And I started literally beating the shit out of him. I got my shotgun and I chased him around, fucking the illusion. I chased him around. And finally, just while I'm shooting them and fucking blowing them up and whatever, I'm knifing them, gutting them, calling the police, calling the investigators again to come and help me. Doing all that again, they all came down and said, "Okay, calm down, Rich, calm down. I'm like, beat ass. I'll fucking kill somebody." So they're all, calm down. What? And he goes, "You were being investigated. It was just an investigation." And I'm going, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "The Jesus Christ we sent you after Crazy Man was an investigator doing what Crazy Man you alleged
He did. Yeah.
what the other guy did. So he is testing you, and you passed with flying colors. You weren't lying. And I go, I'm doing now what I did to Crazy Man. He goes, yeah. So I had to go through it twice
Oh my goodness.
to prove that Christ was fucking lying son of a bitch piece of shit.
Trying to steal everything.
And now he's in fucking jail for 7 years. Actually, this guy, he went totally insane. He went insane. He had like 4 or 5 different personalities. He went insane. He was obsessed with me.
Wow.
He had, and he was, when he would talk to the psychologist and shit, he'd be just talking random shit that made no fucking sense. And different people will pop out. They didn't even know what to do with them. And I'm like, and you fucking gave them to me. The fucker almost killed me 100 fucking times. And I'm like, come on, man.
Sounds to me like you broke him.
I broke him. I
bad.
did. You know what they did? They had to do to him? They stuck him in a fucking certain kind of box, prison cell box thing,
Right.
but it was a medical box. They stick you in it. They hook IVs up to you, sort of like IVs, I guess, and they pump freezing fluid, and they freeze you.
Wow.
Basically, you just sit there forever,
Wow.
freezing. So what I do is, but he's basically gone insane. This guy. They're gonna try to rehabilitate him. I don't even think he's doing time. They're gonna try to bring him back to normal human again.
Right.
And it's gonna take a lot of time. So
Well, he was a human at one point then, right?
yeah.
He was on the
But he
earth.
lost his
said he
shit.
was manipulating people on the earth before he died, and then when he went on and got to where he was, he started it again.
Yep.
But you drove him insane.
I drove him a fucking.
Him messing with you literally drove him insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But what
That's
happened
awesome.
was he was on such a Christ power trip. When he became a Christ, he became on such a power trip. And he came to realize that he could screw whoever he wanted to down on the earth.
Right.
And so, and he did it to other people in St. Lucian,
Oh my
and
God.
they weren't talking about it. And I knew he was doing it. I just could feel it. And then he's doing it to me. I basically said, fuck you. Ain't gonna happen. I used my Paradisimo, whatever that's mom, my
Right.
inner light sparks, to get this guy. And I learned a lot. I learned how to use, as I use my inner light and my sparks, my seeds, the inner light, I learned what I can do. So if I want to do something, my inner lights won't work.
Right.
But if I'm up against the wall and I don't know what to do, then I let my inner light out. If I'm being accused of shit, being raped and fucking whatever, misled, deceived,
Right.
I let my inner light out, and the whole dynamic will change over 2 days.
Wow.
So it's sort of like the creator is taking what the bad Christ is creating for me. I let my inner light out, say, deal with this. I don't know the context and how it all works. I let my inner light out. She changes back or reverses what they were creating for me. So let's say Crazy Man in the next week is going to give me all these lessons. He's manipulating me into a box. He's manipulating my friends, and he's going to put me in a box, and there he's going to do what he wants to me, right?
Right.
I feel like I'm being attacked, or caged, or whatever. I let my inner light out. Over the next few days, she'll take what he has done on all those probable realities,
Right.
and she'll change them to where I win.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I have to have faith in that.
Yeah.
So when they put my ass in the police station in St. Lucian, and I'm in a holding cell, and I'm cold and miserable, my bass guitars are over there, and Jesus Christ. Okay, I shot Jesus Christ in the face, in the fucking torso, in the balls. I blew his whole house up, bulldoze it with the thing. I go into jail, okay, or a holding cell for weeks because they don't know what to do. So that's when I let my inner light out. Over the next 2 days, as I'm sitting in jail, the dynamic, everything that Christ set up for my demise, that he planned probable realities for me,
Right.
the inner light seems to be changing those probable realities to my advantage. I don't know how to do it, but basically the inner light is saying, have faith.
Right.
Just sit back and watch, Rich. Just sit back and watch. I'm going to fucking show you. And I'm like, holy shit. And when I do that, everything works out in my advantage.
Well, that's awesome then. That's awesome.
It's awesome, but it's
well, it has to go back to good.
And then in your fight, all you want is that guy dead.
Right. Well,
And
that's our human thing, right? That's what we do to our enemy. We want, we don't think in we don't think forgiveness.
It's
where it's preached forgiveness, right? We don't, even though that's the right thing to do is forgive somebody and try and get past it. We don't do that because our ego won't fucking allow us to.
Right. Because we're so fucking pissed off with rage, anger,
absolutely,
the victimhood fucking part.
And it eats at us.
It eats at you, because you can't fucking handle it. What you're supposed to do is give it to Christ. Let it all go. Let Christ take care of it. Let God take care of it. Okay. So that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what they go to. A lot of people do give it on to Christ, and they do not worry about it, and they seem to go easy in life, but some, like us, we can't. Like the
jails are full, so I don't know, murderers and fucking killers. All they had to do was didn't take revenge.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't be in jail. But it's justified. But do you get a seed? Someone kills your wife and fucking family. Okay,
right.
Somebody kills your family. Now, you go out and take revenge. You're gonna fucking kill that guy 100 times over.
Right.
Okay. Now let's say you do that. What does God tell you to do?
God doesn't tell you to go kill him. God tells you.
She goes. Let me take care of it. There's some kind of word in the Bible that says, let God take care of it.
Right.
You live your life, deal with your psychology. I'll take care of that son of a bitch in the next life.
Right.
So George Bush, basically he was a god on the earth to all the people that followed him. But when he died, he's stuck in the illusion for all time. I asked Christ, what does that all time mean? And he goes, until there's no more humans, until the human race is gone.
Well, that'll keep him from coming back, being born on this earth again and doing what he did last time.
Yep. So until we evolve out of being humans again, and there's no more humans left on the earth or anywhere in the universe, or spirit world, or fucking this world, George Bush Sr. is condemned to the fucking illusion.
Wow. Serves him right.
Fucking black fucking void.
He earned it.
Black fucking void.
So many others I wish to be there too, but guess it's not us up for us to decide what happens, right? We truly do gotta let these things go to God.
And there's 20 Christ told me there's 20 different illusions.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
Imagine an endless void, and you're stuck in it, and all you can do is sit in there and watch in the room, and watch your loved ones in a room from
like
the
you're
outside.
In a fishbowl and you can't talk to them, you can't touch them.
Now imagine when I saw them people standing in the sky, and it looked like they were in a doorway,
right?
And they were talking, looking down at the world.
Mm-hmm. But I don't doubt
that's George Bush looking in the room.
Wow.
Our reality is a room. So when I was walking down the river in Windsor, and I saw 3 guys standing in the sky in a fucking window in the blue sky, they were looking at me. I just looking at them.
Right. You've seen them.
They were in another room looking into the window to this room.
Wow, bud.
Do you understand? And that's
that's
the illusion.
I've been driving on my way to work before and look up in the sky. It looks like there's 3 fucking heads all in a row, all with eyes, nose, and a mouth. Yep. How does that, like, even though with pareidolia and all that stuff, I can understand we look for shapes and clouds, but who sees fucking nostrils and eyes and mouths and clefts and everything else, all 3 in a row, and they all look like they're looking down like this?
I know.
You can't tell me that's not someone looking in. I know it is. And you
Yeah.
know what? Pareidolia be damned. It doesn't happen. You might see the shape in one spot, but it ain't going to line up in a row.
And the thing is, ET's same way.
Yeah, they look in like that.
The
I've
fucking
been
ship.
watching this one lady's videos and she does inversions. I looked into the clouds, bud, and there was like 30 faces in the background. And they were all different ET looking ones and
Yeah.
human looking ones, even ones that look like a skeleton kind of face.
Yeah,
I was amazed.
you can't understand the science behind it. You can't understand the fucking mechanics of it. You can't understand if it's spiritual or if it's physical.
Exactly.
Just see it for what it is. It could be reflecting from your own heart.
Yeah.
It could be reflecting from your subconscious. It could
Right.
be reflecting, but you got to understand whatever it is, either inside you reflecting out onto the clouds, that's fine. That's still fucking what you're seeing out there is what's going on inside you. Either way, you got to figure it out. You don't even have to figure it out. Just see it for what it is and fucking play
we
with
gotta
it.
do is
It's not the end of the world. It's
break
just a
out of this
thing.
bubble where we're not just confined to this can't happen, this can't
Right.
be, this can't be, because it can be. And
It
you just
can.
don't know it. And
It
your
is.
ego's telling you. Your ego's telling you, oh, you can't see that. Oh, that's not real.
Mhm.
You know, and you got to look past your ego.
You
Like,
got it.
your ego is good for you in a one way. The rest of it, I think ego is just stupid.
Yeah. It's basically a computer.
Yeah.
And then fear gets it going to defend yourself. It's basic survival instincts.
Right.
Okay. And then you got a whole world of Hollywood media, propaganda, government, black ops, fucking radar guns pointed at your head. They're all manipulating you. And in the spirit world, they're doing the same goddamn thing to your head. If maybe not, depends. I don't know. And they're doing it. They're all doing it. So you got to know yourself. And the only way to know yourself and the only way to fight and understand it all is your inner fucking light. And that you got to look at the inner light is the same way as God. God, take care of it. Talk to your inner light. Ask it to take care of it, to show you your truth. No one's going to fucking believe you. You don't got to tell anyone. But once you know the truth and she shows you what you need to see, then you'll know the truth. You can't prove it to anybody, but you'll know it for you.
You'll know the truth.
And that's the fucking law. That's the universal fucking.
And that's what it matters. That's all it matters.
That's all it matters.
What difference does it make if some fucking guy down the road knows your truth? And
Right.
you know, enjoy it for what it's worth and know in your heart that it's truth, and evolve on that.
Yep.
Right?
It's sort of like remember what we talked about in the last video about freeing animals. Sort of like you gotta free the animal, but if anybody sees you, you go to jail.
Yeah.
You don't tell anyone.
You don't tell anyone. Yeah.
You don't tell anyone you did it. You just carry on with your life.
Free the animal and move on.
Yeah. You don't fucking tell. You don't brag about it. You don't do nothing.
No.
Same goddamn thing with your inner light. Same.
That makes sense. It makes sense because it is exactly the same. Yeah. No one's gonna know if you don't say nothing.
Right.
You know, but yet you're doing a good deed. The animal is free.
And guess who knows? The person who needs to know.
That's right.
You go running off in the mouth and you're going to fucking jail for 20 years. 20 years for smoking a fucking weed, fucking joint, or freeing a fucking animal that shouldn't have been in the goddamn cage in the first place.
Yeah.
So don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Don't.
It's the same thing with your inner light. You can tell Christ. You can tell Christ, but look at the shit you get in, like I do.
Yeah.
And you ready for that? You ready to deal with that? This is Christ. How about an entity? A fucking roaming entity that feeds off you, and this is what it does. And now it owns your ass and it's playing. You got to get out of that.
Well, it speaks a lot for possessions and things like that. I'm telling you, like that's what it reminds me of. Like people that don't associate it to what you did and find out the truth, they're possessed, and basically, you know. And after a while, it's going to make them act out.
Do you know people when they get high, they get juiced? They get spiritually high, like the new age freaks.
Yeah, okay.
They get all spiritually high, and they're all walking around. I'm good. Nothing can bother me. I am good. Nothing bothers me. They're juiced. They lost it.
Yeah.
They lost that fucking reality. They don't swear. Everything's beautiful. Everything's a crystal. You know,
Well, that's yeah.
they get juiced and they get high and they lost it. That's what happens when you become a Jesus Christ. So these guys, these people, they become Jesus Christ and they're taking care of you spiritually. They're all high and juiced. I'm the Almighty. I'm part of the group. I'm all that is. And you're a piece of shit on the earth.
Mm.
Little do they know I'm not a piece of shit on the earth, and I'm going to kick your fucking ass for manipulating me, deceiving me, sticking me in a box, and you fucking raping me. All right? And I'm going to do it. And basically, that's what happened with these guys with these Christs that were taking care of me. But there are millions of Christs, and they're all doing the right thing. So, there you go.
Well, anywhere there's good, you're going to get.
You got to get the right Christ for you. Some of them are like come from other sects of Christianity, whatever. The guys that knock on your fucking door and drive you nuts. You ever look them in the eyes? They're all there.
Well, they think
They call me fucking crazy.
They think the end's coming tomorrow.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
may very well come tomorrow, but they've been saying that for 70 years. So
you look in their eyes and you're going,
I'll bring one.
see if they fucking react to you. They're just sitting there going, you believe in the Lord and the Lord Jesus Christ? You believe in the Lord Jesus Christ is going to save you, Mom? and you're going, I don't know. You're checking out to see if they have an actual response to you. It's crazy, man. Imagine one of them owning your ass from the spirit world.
Oh my goodness.
So this is what you got to contend with. Best thing to do is get yourself, become with Christ consciousness. If you get the chance to do your things, do it the right way, man.
Absolutely, brother. Well, thank you so much for talking about that. I know you wanted to talk about it, but I know there's some things you don't want to say and that you did anyway. And
I pretty much did say everything.
Yeah, I know
you. All there now.
I know you didn't want to say, and but I'm glad you did. And maybe I'm sure you're helping somebody.
People can deal with it. They're okay, Dan. Yeah, from a beautiful girl, I'm kissing a beautiful girl, and all of a sudden, Jesus Christ, I got a dick in my mouth and I'm sucking on it. All right, that's Jesus Christ. That's not fucking me. And then I go and shoot him. Okay, from me saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go live in this reality on the earth. Right. What's more worse? You getting up in the morning, living 50 years, going to work every day, and dealing with a bullshit every fucking day.
Right, buddy.
Laws, bills, money, arguments, sex, everything. Your whole fucking life, you're a fucking slave working in a goddamn building.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just throwing you out a comparison.
Right.
You do that and you can't handle what I just said. You can't handle what I just said, and it's the fucking truth. And it happens to you too. It happens to you.
That's right.
And you're in total fucking denial of it. You don't even know you got a fucking soul, and you're harping on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go back to work. Shut the fuck up. Go to work. Pay your bills, and wear your fucking mask, okay? Because the police might just take you, or someone might see you without it. Yeah. And then you got all this bullshit in your head. I'm going to jail, but not with a mask. I'm spreading the virus. I'm spreading this. Meanwhile, fucking Microsoft prick is sitting there making billions off you. So, you know what? I'm the bad guy. Good luck. Yeah, whatever with that.
You're far from the bad guy.
Yeah.
I gotta say, that's one thing about this, our videos, like, yeah, we swear, yeah, we smoke, and yeah, we're here, but one thing that you're getting is a dose of the fucking truth. and you are getting it. And you know what? He's pouring his heart out to you, and we swear and cuss and get along, but that's just the way it is. That's the way life is. If you got to pretend to be something you're not living. What you're doing is you're on the stage. Why be on the fucking stage? Why not just let it all hang out? Right? That's what we try to do here.
And there's people that I've never been raped physically.
Me neither.
But fuck, you know what? The son of a bitch that's doing it will be dead. I'd kill him in the
There's
moment.
lots of people that do get raped physically, and that's fucking horrible too.
I would kill the person that rapes me in the moment.
Oh,
In the moment.
yeah.
That's different from later on seeking revenge.
Well,
the
heaven
person that brutalized you.
damned at that point.
Yeah. There's a difference between that. We can get into that in another fucking video. But you know, there it is.
Life is a crazy journey, and I mean to like I used to pretend and be shit I wasn't. I always did that.
Yeah, but it's all learning, man.
Yeah, and you know, and I grew past it. I mean, there's not much point when I turned. Then you know everybody couldn't stand me worse because now I fucking tell the truth all the time, and you know people hate hearing the fucking truth. I hate hearing the truth, but I still hear it. You know, I don't like to hear the truth about me, but you know, it's the only way to live anymore.
Yeah. So what imagine the people that get raped physically.
Yes.
All fucking races, all different, male and female, all different races. They get raped physically.
Well,
you fucking imagine that? You think
yeah.
I went through hell as much hell as I went through from the spiritual side? Yeah. Imagine doing that physically. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I can't even imagine it.
And this fucking world runs on a sex trade. Like,
I know.
I swear to fucking God, it's a $1 gazillion a year business.
Everything,
fucking idiots.
Everything that's on a commercial or advertising is all based on your emotional fucking responses, and they're not good.
No.
And these fucking, they know it, and they're stimulating all your responses to buy it.
Yeah.
Your chemicals, your everything, visual.
Well, they
emotional.
know what they're doing. They've been doing it for how long now?
Yep,
they're the ones that created it.
Yep, got it.
Like fucking MK Ultra for the fucking general public, pumping through your fucking TV screen.
Yep. But we're crazy.
Yeah, but we're crazy. I know. I don't think you're crazy, pal. I find talking to you brings me closer to reality than talking to somebody at the coffee shop that just wants to fucking bullshit me about their truck or something else, you know.
Coffee shop gurus.
Yeah. You know, it's fucking all about them. You know, they don't want to talk about anybody else or say, you know, do or, you know, wish well to anybody or anything. They just want to hear themselves talk about them, which is fine too, I guess. I mean, some people maybe they don't get a chance to talk about themselves at home. Maybe they can only do it there. But who knows what it is? I mean, it is what it is, and you know. I'm just glad that's not what we're doing here. I'm glad we're doing something hopefully that people are going to like and they're going to find some comfort in. And especially with you pouring it all out like that, you're the one making a bigger sacrifice than me. All I'm doing is introducing and asking questions. And
that's fine, man.
I'm happy to be part of it.
Anybody want to come on and do the same? Ask me questions or throw out your experiences if you understand them or if you don't.
Absolutely.
We
don't even have to put you on the screen if you don't want. You can just say it from the background. We'll put a mask on you or something. We got all kinds of things on this Zoom.
You can go in there
on your head. You can put a mask on. You can do all kinds of things. But if you got experiences you want to talk about, come on, let's do it.
They don't got to be so personal.
Exactly.
Or, you know, because I know it takes time for people to get to where I'm fucking yelling.
That's right, brother.
So, but if you have cool ET experiences or just experiences you don't understand, man, let's come on and talk about it. Shoot the shit and throw it around, see what comes up.
Meditation experiences, something
awesome
like that,
stuff.
anything. Yeah. We're not picky. We just want to talk and we want to try and show the rest of the world that that this really is the way it is. And it's not this fucking coloring book crap. Turn the page, butterflies there, and happy picture next day. You know, it's
don't make fun of the butterflies.
Sorry about. I know how you feel about them.
I can't stand something so fucking fragile and beautiful being destroyed out of fucking sick fucking ignorance. I fucking hate it. That's my thing. I gotta learn to let that go. But
you've been that way since you were a kid. You've always been a fucking protector of the bugs. You fucking, like, you had such beautiful collections and such beautiful, you know, you were always on the side of nature. You were fucking different from the minute you rolled out of the womb, and we all knew it, you know?
Really?
We just didn't know what it was, but it was always good. It was always good.
Yeah.
You weren't a mean, hateful, vengeful motherfucker. Like,
okay, you know, let's close with this. I want to show you something. Okay. Let's close with this.
All
okay.
Right,
imagine a monarch, or no, Imagine a butterfly lands on your hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you gotta. This is the way I see.
Okay.
This butterfly lives in
Excuse me.
this swamp.
Yeah.
It's only found in the southern Ontario swamps,
Right.
and it's on my hand, and it's almost extinct.
Right.
Now, it's on my hand in an Ontario swamp, its ecosystem, and nowhere else in the whole universe. Nowhere else
That's
in the
fantastic.
multiverse.
That's fantastic.
So it's a gift for you to sit there and let the fucking thing on this look at it and say, I'm never in my existence ever going to see a butterfly like this again. Now do that with every creature, because there's a billion ecosystems out there that are getting
Great
destroyed
analogy,
every day.
brother. That's a great analogy.
Yep, and new ones are being created. So just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah. And don't
Just-
kill it.
You don't gotta kill it, man. There's no way. There's no reason.
There's no reason for it. You're right, buddy.
Anyway, that's my big shtick. That's where I live. That's where I live. That's where I want to live. And so if I ever get on an extraterrestrial spaceship, the first thing I'm doing is taking my video camera to another fucking planet or in the past on the Earth, and I'm gonna film the shit out of everything I never got to see. Like
You're
the
going
past,
dinosaur hunting, aren't you?
yeah, like the passenger, like the passenger pigeons. Never got to see them. Thanks, guys. Thanks, you fucking redneck shooting fucking bastards.
No
You
doubt.
ruin that for everybody.
Ate them all.
Fuck me. Anyway, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad.
All right.
I'm
brother.
not gonna go there. I don't want to, but I can't help it.
Well, thanks for watching, people. We really enjoy it. We've been getting more and more views, and that's awesome. Like we're not here to make money. We're not here to do like Be nice if Richard could pull in a few bucks for himself. That would be awesome. But we're that's not what we're about. We're about the truth, and hopefully we can work more on the truth. And then the further we get into it, it'll just be second nature, which would be great for me.
Yep. Okay, guys. Merry Christmas. And
Thanks, brother.
probably make another video soon.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Sorry we're on lockdown, Ontario again, but that's what they wanted, so they got it. It was coming no matter what. But anyway, you guys have a good one.
Okay, guys. Later.
See you, cuz.
Okay, then.